Good morning. It's Friday the 20th of December. It's the final day of school. School finishes today at 3:05 and what better day to decide to make a last minute handmade gift. I always do this. Years ago I went to a knitting and stitching show and I got this piece of minky, it's called. It's really soft, fluffy, and it's got dimples on it. But this piece of fabric, it's just a long scrap, and I bought it obviously with Joshua in mind, and I always knew I was going to make him a cushion with it, and I've never ever got round to it yet, so I want to do it. I want to do it now. So I have a little supply of cushion pads, so I'm going to use this one. This is kind of a mini one. It's from IKEA and they sell them really cheap. I can't remember how much they are, probably like £1 or something. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to put the minky on the back of the cushion. He will love this. I know he'll love this. So that's going to be the back of the cushion. And I've just gone through some fabrics that I've got. I have some little charm packs which are pre-cut in 5-inch squares. So I love bright primary colours for Joshua's bedroom, and anything I make him, I've made him. He's got a quilt on his bed and a couple of crochet blankets and other handmade pillows. So I've just gone through and picked out some really nice fabrics. These have got some great dots in there. There are really chunky chevrons. So I've just pulled out some nice bright colours from that pack, and I've also got this one which again has brilliant nice bright colours in. There's a mixture of sort of more feminine florals in there as well, which obviously I'm not going to put in his. He wouldn't want flowers, but he is quite happy for all colours of the rainbow, including pinks, purples, everything. So I've pulled out a selection of fabrics and I'm just going to do a really basic 9-patch square with them and then sew them together, and that's going to be the front of the cushion. I'm just keeping it really, really simple. I'm just going to lay these out now and decide on what order to sew them together. These are the squares that I've chosen, and I'm just going to sew them together just like that. I'm just going to burst through that really quickly and get that done. I'm going to quilt the cushion with some diagonal lines, so I've just drawn them on with my fabric pen, and I've pinned the fabric onto some batting which you could use for making a quilt. So I'm just going to give that a quick quilt. I'm going to quilt the lines. You can see I've drawn them on, so I'm just doing them diagonally. I've put my walking foot on my sewing machine as well. This just helps all the layers to go through evenly. So I've got my piece all quilted and I've just ironed it, which removes the pen. I'm going to use a zip for this cushion, I think. I'll go along the top. Sometimes do an envelope style cushion, but I do find that it puts a lot of strain on the fabric when you're trying to get the cushion pad inside. So I'm just going to use the zip just to make it stronger, and of course it means it can be easily removed so that the cover can get washed. So I'm just going to make this up in the same way that I would make up a bag, because it's basically just a bag without any flat base. Just going to leave the corners as they are. So I'm just going to do that, and it should be the perfect size already without me having to trim anything off it, which is very handy. I am finished. I love it. It's turned out beautiful. Joshua's going to love this as well. This blue is kind of his favourite colour, and the zip matches as well. I ended up having to unpick the zip the first time I sewed it because I did it wrong. Silly, yes, I wasn't thinking. I haven't made cushions for ages, and there are probably much neater ways of doing a zip. I've done a hidden zip before. I can't remember how to do it, and I don't have the time today to look up how to do things like this. I just wanted a really quick finish, and I've got it. So I am really pleased with that, and he's going to love it. I know he will. I'm going to go and wrap that shortly. It's brightening up outside, so I'm going to go for a walk. Finally made it out for my walk. It's so nice and peaceful to be in the woods. It's quite chilly, but I'll warm up soon. Lots of birds cheeping away. I've seen some grey squirrels as well. I just like to keep my eyes open and see what I can see. But I'm just going to enjoy the peace and quiet, because over the next couple of weeks I'm quite sure there won't be very much peace and quiet. It's nice to be out. these are some of the little extras that I brought home from the Falkland Palace volunteer lunch. These are the little, like, Lebkuchen, I think they're called, little German chocolate covered gingery biscuits, cakey biscuit type things. These have got a cherry jam in the middle and they are so nice. I'm not sure where they're from. I'll have to have a look out for those next time I'm at Lidl and Aldi. And these are little handmade balls, and they are some sort of mixture of dates and, well, I don't know what's in them exactly, but it's dates, and they're covered in dark chocolate and then sprinkled with some nuts. There's sea salt in there as well because they're like salted chocolate. So I'm just going to have a couple of little treats with my cup of tea this afternoon. I'm finally at the point where I've stopped and it feels so good now. I was having an afternoon to myself. I'm just pleasing myself today. My walk was great. It was really good to get out. I went for a little bit of a longer walk because I was heading sort of in the woods. The woods aren't huge at the park that I went to today, and at one point I was sort of headed back towards the car park and I thought I'm not ready to finish my walk yet, so I kind of went back in a loop and did a bit of a different route and made my walk a little bit longer, so that was good. And I just enjoyed looking out for the birds and just the peace and quiet, and all I could hear were birds and the river. It was lovely. So it's 1:45 now. Joshua will be home just after 3, so I'm just going to enjoy myself. I had a look on Netflix for like a cheesy Christmas film or something, but I'm not sure if anything was really appealing to me, so I might just catch up on vlogs, or I might find something new on Netflix to start. I've not been watching Netflix for a while. I could do with getting into something new. So I'm just going to relax and enjoy myself and please myself for the rest of the time till Joshua comes home anyway, and then he'll probably want the iPad or the TV. He's getting a film at school this afternoon, which he was super excited about. And they were allowed to take in a snack, so he's taken in a little bag of popcorn and he got chocolate covered raisins and some Christmassy marshmallows and things all mixed up together. And they were allowed to take in a cushion or something to sit on, so he's taken one of his cushions off his bed. He was so excited today. They left their shoes out last night as well for, I think it's the German St. Nicholas. That's what the German children do, leave a shoe out. Probably not. I don't know if they do it on the 19th of December, they did it yesterday. I'm not sure what day they do that on, but I'm sure it will be filled with sweet treats as well, so he'll be coming home with more sweeties, no doubt. So maybe that was why he was also pretty excited. So I'm going to have my little snackies, I think, and have my tea while it's hot and catch up with vlogs. Dinner tonight is going to be this ricotta and butternut squash tart. So I've just got puff pastry which I've cooked and topped it with ricotta mixed with sage, and I've got my roasted butternut squash, but I've added some onions and red pepper to this one, so it'll be really tasty. So I'm just going to top the ricotta with the vegetables. And that's going to go back in the oven for sort of 10-15 minutes just to reheat the vegetables back up, and it'll just finish off sort of roasting the butternut squash just nicely. With our tart, I'm going to make some of my winter coleslaw again. So these are the ingredients I'm going to use: celery, cabbage, carrot and apple. I've got my slicer in first, so I'm just going to slice up the cabbage, and I'll probably just slice the celery because I don't want to grate that, and I'll slice the apple as well, so I'll just use the grater for the carrot. And for my sauce, I'm just going to use half mayonnaise and half Greek yogurt. And I also like to add in half a spoonful of mustard. I'm not going to add as much as I did the other day because it was a little bit strong. Again, I haven't got any spring onions, so I'm going to add the asafoetida again. It tasted really nice last time. It just gave it a bit of an onion flavour without there actually being any onions. And of course, not forgetting the secret ingredient, some salted peanuts on top or mixed through. That is my tart ready now. The recipe that I got the inspiration from actually has rocket and lemon juice sprinkled over the top, and it is so delicious. I'm not going to bother with those ingredients tonight. I'm just going to have it as it is with the coleslaw and some salad.